Hello, this is Alan Saunders with Pittsburgh Sports Live here at Heinz Field, where Pitt just wrapped up a 54-45 last-second victory over Duke. Pitt got the win when Kenny Pickett found Maurice French in the corner of the end zone on a 25-yard strike with just 5 seconds left. Pitt later added a safety on Duke's kickoff return to get that final margin of victory of 9 points, but it was a back-and-forth kind of game. Not a lot of defense played, as over 1,200 yards were scored or recorded between the two teams, and it was just the kind of game where the team that scored last won, the team that had the ball last won. That just happened to be Pitt. And, of course, given the day that happened in Pittsburgh with the tragic shooting in Squirrel Hill this morning, it was a bit of a subdued mood in the Pitt locker room after the game. Both Pat Narduzzi and linebacker Seun Idowu spoke about their reaction to the morning's tragedy and the way it sort of shaped their day. Of course, even though they got a win, Pitt couldn't feel great about the way they played during the game either, especially on defense, where Daniel Jones, Duke quarterback, set a career high in both passing touchdowns with 4 and nearly threw for 400 yards. It was a tough day for the Pitt defense to get off the field. Not only were they beaten schematically by some short passes, TJ Ramming, slot receiver, had 2 touchdowns and a big game, as did Jonathan Lloyd, another small, quick receiver for the Blue Devils. And it was just a tough game overall for Pitt's defense. Okay. Offensively, Pitt ran the ball well, but Kenny Pickett struggled to find receivers. It is, as you can see, raining, and it was during most of the game at Heinz Field, a bit cold as well. But Pickett seemed to misfire, maybe misread, or just couldn't connect with a lot of his receivers during the game. That is until the final drive of the game, where he made a pass on a screen pass at Darren Hall, found Rafael Araujo-Lopes and Trey Tipton in medium-range routes, scrambled for 11 yards and a first down, and then hit French with that game-winning score. Pickett said it was just a matter of being consistent throughout the game and knowing that they were close enough to make some of those plays. Of course, the surprise hero for Pitt was Valik Carter, the freshman cornerback who made his first playing appearance of the season and his career at Pitt, and he did it on the other side of the ball, playing that slot receiver role that we've seen French and Quadri Henderson play over the years, and he ran the jet sweep as well as any of them have. He scored 2 touchdowns, one from 31 and another one from 16 on a diving acrobatic play at the pylon. Needless to say, Carter was feeling pretty good about himself after the game. Taking into context with the rest of the week in the ACC Coastal, this turned out to be a pretty big win for Pitt, as both Virginia Tech and Miami lost earlier in the week, and it sets up what should be a very important game next Friday at Virginia, as the 4-1 Cavaliers will host the 3-1 Panthers, 2 of 3 teams in the Coastal Division that have just 1 loss, and after that, Pitt will play the third of those teams, Virginia Tech, back here at Heinz Field in 2 weeks. Until Friday, when we'll be with Charlottesville, Virginia, I'm Alan Saunders. Thanks for watching Pittsburgh Sports Live.